You ever wake up and feel weak, not injured, not broken, just weak, heavy body, foggy mind, no drive, no fire? That day, the one most people run from, that's the day that matters most. Because strong men are not created on good days. They're created on the days you want to quit, on the days you feel behind, on the days nothing feels sharp. Most people misunderstand strength. They think strength is aggression, energy, motivation. Wrong. Strength is obedience to the standard when you feel like garbage. Weak days don't disqualify you, they expose you. They show you who's in charge, your feelings or your discipline. And if you let weekdays control you, you will stay weak. But if you use them, if you lean into them, those days will build something dangerous inside you. That's what this is about. Not hype, not inspiration, execution. Weekday-wise, I need to be all you weekdays are coming. Count on it. You will be tired. You will be sore. You will doubt yourself. That's not failure. That's biology. The mistake is thinking those days mean stop. They don't. They mean simplify. Show up. Lower the bar if you must, but never remove it. Strong men don't wait for ideal conditions. They adapt. They train tired. They work distracted. They move forward imperfectly. That's how momentum is protected. Ristlemy. Comfort feels harmless. It whispers, rest today. You earned it. Tomorrow will be better. Comfort doesn't attack you. It sedates you. And while you're comfortable, discipline atrophies. Weekdays plus comfort equals decline. Strong men don't eliminate comfort forever. They control it. They decide when to rest. They decide when to push. They don't let emotion vote. Anyone can be disciplined when they feel good. That's easy. The test is the bad day. When your body is slow, when your mind resists, when no one is watching. That's when discipline stops being a concept and becomes a weapon. You don't need 100%. You need action. One rep, one task, one step forward, execute. PINASATHER. Pain isn't punishment. It's information. It teaches you where your limits are and how far past them you can go. Avoid pain and you stay fragile. Respect pain and you grow. Weekdays teach humility. They strip ego. They force technique. That's where real strength forms. IDYYISBYLUNDR. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your identity. If your identity is, I try, you'll quit. If your identity is, I execute, you'll endure. Strong men don't ask, do I feel like it? They ask, what's required? Then they do it. Talent fades. Motivation fades. Consistency dominates. Weekdays handled correctly compound into strength. One hard day won't change you. 1,000 handled correctly will. This is how men separate from the pack. Quietly, relentlessly, without applause. Weekdays are not a curse. They are the forge. Every time you show up tired, every time you work through resistance, every time you refuse to quit, you become someone harder to break. You don't need perfect conditions. You need discipline. So when the weekday comes, and it will, don't negotiate. Don't wait. Don't retreat. Execute. Weekdays create strong men. And strong men do the work anyway. Start now. No excuses. Hold the line. Listen carefully. This is where most people fail. Not at the start. Not during the climb. They fail at the end. They fail when the pressure arrives, when the fatigue sets in, when the mind whispers excuses that feel logical. That's the moment that separates the weak from the strong. Weekdays aren't obstacles. They're the proving grounds. They're the forge where character is tempered, where resilience is earned, where strength is proven. And the difference between those who fold and those who rise isn't talent. It's discipline, it's ownership, it's a refusal to surrender to feelings. Strong men are forged on weekdays, not in sunlight, not in applause, not when conditions are ideal. They are forged when the alarm clock rings 2 hours early and the body protests. They are forged when the legs burn on the last mile. They are forged when the mind is foggy, the heart heavy, and every instinct is screaming to quit. Those are the days that matter. Because on weekdays, your choices are exposed. You either give in to comfort or you rise. You either allow weakness to define you or you define yourself through action. Every weekday is an opportunity. Every painful and comfortable, miserable day is an opportunity to prove something fundamental about who you are. Not what you say, not what you plan, not what you hope, but who you are at your core. Are you a man who folds when life is difficult? Or are you a man who executes relentlessly, regardless of circumstance? That is the difference between mediocrity and excellence. Weekdays don't last forever. but the character you build in them does. Think about the moments in your life when you felt smallest, when everything seemed stacked against you, when fatigue, fear, and frustration combined into a voice that whispered, give up, stop, rest. That voice is your enemy, not the pain, not the circumstances. That voice is weakness. Every time you override it, you strengthen yourself. Every time you act despite feeling weak, you reinforce a simple truth: you are stronger than you think. You are disciplined beyond your excuses. You are unbreakable. Understand this: weekdays are inevitable. Life doesn't wait until you feel ready. It doesn't pause for perfect timing. It doesn't care if you slept poorly or if your motivation is low. And neither should you. Stop negotiating with your weakness. Stop waiting for good conditions or the right day. Those days don't exist. Strength is built in adversity. Discipline is forged under resistance. Character is revealed in the struggle. Every weekday you endure, every day you act while feeling incapable, compounds into a version of yourself that refuses to break. This is the essence of mental toughness. This is the essence of leadership over yourself. It is not about being fearless. It is about acting in spite of fear. It is not about avoiding pain. It is about embracing it as a teacher. It is not about waiting for motivation. It is about generating it through relentless execution. Weekdays are the canvas. You are the artist. And the masterpiece is your unyielding discipline. Do not romanticize comfort. Do not wait for inspiration. It will not come to you. If you want strength, you must take it from life itself. You must extract it from every uncomfortable moment. You must endure, persist, and execute when the world or your own body and mind tells you to quit. That is how strong men are created. That is how weekdays become weapons. That is how discipline becomes identity. And let me be crystal clear: the world does not reward intention. It does not reward planning. It does not reward hope. The world rewards execution. It rewards action. It rewards the man who shows up, who pushes past fatigue, who keeps moving when every fiber of his being begs him to stop. Weekdays are inevitable, but the man you become on those days is a choice. A conscious, deliberate, unyielding choice. You either choose to let them shape you, or you choose to shape yourself through them. Every time you push through a weekday, every time you act while tired, frustrated, or unsure, you are laying brick by brick the foundation of strength. You are training your body, yes, but even more importantly, your mind. You are building resilience. You are cultivating patience, focus, and the kind of unshakable confidence that only comes from repeated execution under duress. These moments are investments. The pain, the discomfort, the struggle, they pay dividends in the form of unbreakable character, unstoppable drive, and a mentality that cannot be shaken by circumstance. The truth is simple. Weekdays create strong men. Strong men are not made on perfect days. They are not made when it's easy. They are not made when motivation is high. They are made when the world tests them, when the mind rebels, when the body protests, when everything inside screams, stop. And yet, despite all of that, they act, they endure, they execute, they do the work. And that is what separates the average from the extraordinary, the fleeting from the lasting, the weak from the strong. So, when you face your next weekday, remember this: it is your battlefield. It is your opportunity. It is your proving ground. Show up. Execute. Embrace the struggle. Learn from the pain. Push through the discomfort. And in doing so, you will emerge stronger, sharper, and more disciplined than the day before. This is how warriors are made. This is how leaders are forged. This is how strong men rise. Weekdays are temporary. Discipline is permanent. Pain is fleeting. Character endures. Fatigue passes. The results of execution last. And the man who consistently shows up on weekdays, every single weekday, becomes unstoppable. That man is disciplined. That man is relentless. That man is unbreakable. That man is you, if you choose it. Start now. Do not wait for conditions to improve. Do not seek permission. Do not negotiate with weakness. Take action. Carry the pain. Embrace the struggle. Endure when you want to quit. Push when you feel weak. And understand this fundamental truth: weekdays create strong men, and today is your day to prove it. No excuses. No compromise. No retreat. The work is here. The time is now. The forge is hot. Step in, feel the heat, and walk out stronger than you were yesterday. That is discipline. That is execution. That is the mentality of a strong man. That is your standard. Weekdays create strong men. Strong men never quit. Strong men finish what they start. Strong men endure. And strong men, above all else, act. So act now. Every weekday is a chance to build something permanent inside you. Don't waste it. Don't negotiate with it. Don't let it pass unused. Start now. Start hurting. Start building the man you were meant to be. Execute. Dominate. Become unstoppable.